Hey guys, we're here with Cory George, who is the face of F45. Cory, welcome to Perth.
Thank you, my man.
And first of all, we want to know about you, so tell us a little bit about your background before jumping on with F45.
So I kind of have an extensive background with sports. I was always a kid to do everything. I wanted to play basketball, I wanted to run track, I wanted to play football, I wanted to play soccer. Whatever I can physically do to keep moving, I did it. My mom hated it because it put a massive dent in her wallet, especially growing up. So it was either sports or food or play. But I've always had some sort of background in sports, and I never wanted to stop. So before F45, after kind of my sports career kind of died out, I wanted to stay in the fitness industry. I was actually cleaning carpets.
You were cleaning carpets?
Yeah,
wow.
Compton, California. So I don't know if you guys know.
That sounds gangster.
Yeah, it's the OGs. Compton and Inglewood. So it was just not the best place to be for a white man cleaning carpets. And then one day I just was like, what am I doing? I was going to school part-time, I was cleaning carpets, and I was also making coffee. I was a barista. And I was like, I could do better than this. So one day I stopped the van, I called up a local gym and I said, hey look, I'm not certified, but I want to be a PT. I have an extensive background in sports. What do I need to do? She gave me the information for my NASM, and I passed it in about a month and a half, and before I knew it, I was working for 24 Hour Fitness.
Awesome.
That right there kind of set the tone of my fitness journey. As I continued on with that, I owned several one-on-one studios. I had a team that was in Orange County. We did at-home service calls and things like that, and I was also partnered with a big box gym. So a big background in one-on-one training. I started diving into small training. What I started to see was I was only able to change someone one-on-one.
Okay.
So individually. So I started realizing I can only work with excess amount of people to do my best to make a change. So that's when I started venturing into group classes, because now I can start targeting a larger audience. So that's kind of how that started. It kind of just all fell in hand, and I ended up meeting the CEO of F45, Rob Deutsch. He told me to come do a workout with him one day. I had taken F45 before. I came into the head office, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll meet you out in a second. Walked out in a room, about 300 individuals,
Whoa.
all wearing sports gear, and I did playoffs.
Game on. How was your first playoff experience?
It was awful. It was awful, and I actually think it was better because mentally I wasn't aware of what was happening. But as soon as I started, it absolutely destroyed me. We had to do an interview afterwards, and I was trying to keep myself up, and I just absolutely couldn't. But that was kind of how it all started.
And now you're the face of F45 on every single TV around the world, which is awesome. So then how did things kick off with F45? Well, how was your journey into F45 then?
Well, the journey was actually tough. I didn't want to do it. I was so involved with what I was doing before. I had members that I've been training for the last 5 years, clientele that I've been training for the last 5 years, and it was really hard to break that habit into something that I just wasn't 100% sure about. I loved the program, I loved what it was doing, but obviously in the US it's not well known yet, and obviously start with the incline. So it was a big transition for me to make. I took a risk, and it ended up being one of the best things I possibly could have done in my life. And
you're doing such a good job. Now,
thank you.
You're in Australia at the moment doing a tour, obviously in Perth. So what are we doing over here? What are you promoting?
Basically what we want to do is we want to head out to these studios and just show some love as much as we can. Obviously I'm not Santa Claus, so I can't be everywhere at once. But we want to come out to the studios and let them know that we know that you're here. Come out, see if I can share my knowledge as an F45 trainer, kind of what I've done with some of my studios in West LA, and hopefully just kick up the vibe a little bit to keep the momentum going.
Which is awesome, and I'm sure everyone appreciates you being here. Now, you're only in Perth for a few days, and I haven't asked yet, have you had a chance to go around and see much of Perth? And if you have, what's been the best part?
I actually have not, and unfortunately I've been getting sick, and I'm really trying not to, so I'm mentally staying clear. But I have one day to kind of venture off. It's going to be tomorrow.
Awesome.
And everyone keeps telling me to go to Rottnest Island.
Quokka selfie, man.
Selfie.
Yeah.
I can't help it. I feel like if I had a spirit animal, it would be a quokka.
All right, so you need to get a selfie with a quokka. Yeah. What's your favorite thing about F45?
And this question is asked a lot, and I go straight to the same answer. The beautiful thing about F45 is I like the fact that we have opened our doors to everyone. We don't single anybody out. You can have a 60-year-old member taking class with a 20-year-old footy athlete. and they're competing at their own individual levels. They're going at their same pace. They're not interrupting each other. And I mean, just the energy, the culture, the community that comes on part of that. It's a beautiful thing. I think we've opened up a whole new door to fitness, and we're not just attracting people that have been a part of the fitness industry. We're actually attracting individuals that have never done fitness.
Yeah.
And we're creating an environment that's safe, efficient, and it's life-changing.
Man, I really love that you touched on that, because it's a passion of mine to really reach the people that don't train. So in Western Australia, less than 18% of the population actually have a gym membership or do any form of fitness. So 82% of the population do nothing. And as PERTH FitFam, I've really made this our mission to reach the 82%, showcase what's out there and just get them involved. And I love F45 because it's such a successful business where members actually come, they become part of a community, and it's just such a great business and what it's done within the fitness industry. Now, for one of the 82% of people that have never done fitness, what would be your advice?
Well, my advice is just baby steps, especially with F45. The program's laid out for you for 7 days a week. You know, if it's somebody that you're absolutely new, you're not sure, a Tuesday and Thursday is a great day to come out. It's a resistance day, so it's a little slower. There's a lot of rest in between, and it's very hands-on and technique cueing, so trainers can sit down and really go through the motions with you. So I recommend just, you know, if you have a buddy, you know, somebody that's going to the gym, just jump and take class. What's going to hurt you one day, you know?
Yeah, that's so good, man. Cory, thank you so much for being on. Really appreciate it. Awesome. Thanks, guys. Done.